See, that's helpful when it is on. Hello and welcome to Extol Live. We are here in the Extol studios. I am your host today, Addie Meiners, and we've got a jam-packed show. We've got Annie Beatty from Ravens Roost right here in New Albany. JD Dotson's going to work out a little bit and show us how we can still do some workouts even in a skirt, which I am in today. And we've got Chef Liz Martino in the kitchen cooking up some Thanksgiving classics and things you can make not just on the big day of Thanksgiving. And we'll finish it off talking to Extol CEO and President Angie Fenton a little bit about Extol. So let's get into it today. We're going to head into the kitchen and talk to Liz Martino. How are we doing today?
Wonderful. How are you doing this morning?
Doing absolutely fantastic. I cannot wait to try this today. What are you making?
So I am making something that might be a little bit untraditional, but definitely has all the flavors of Thanksgiving that I love. It is a turkey meatball with a cranberry barbecue sauce.
Ooh.
So right now I'm just chopping up some garlic and I'm cooking the onions for our sauce.
Awesome. So this is obviously something you can make as Thanksgiving dish, or is this more an appetizer? What do you think?
You know, I would say that it could be a little bit of both. Right now you might be like starting to crave Thanksgiving flavors, which
Absolutely.
all of a sudden I am because it's
Yes.
cold. So this is something great. That's not very hard to fix up and won't take a lot of time. I'll finish it by the time we're done with our show. And you can have before and also an appetizer at your dinner, for sure.
Awesome. So what else would you suggest pairing with this? If I make it for like a dinner, because I'm in the mood. I am ready. I don't know about you. I'm ready for Thanksgiving. It is my favorite holiday with all of the delicious food that we get to eat on that day.
Well, I will tell you, some of our kids at Mesa Kids Cooking School came up with some really cool ideas. And I would even maybe suggest like doing with like a stuffing muffin or something like that.
Yeah.
Mashed potatoes.
Yes.
What else do I love on Thanksgiving?
Everything.
Everything.
I mean, what don't you like on Thanksgiving? Yeah, some green beans. Oh yeah. You knew.
We did.
Now, are you more a green bean casserole gal, or do you like just plain green beans?
I like both. I grew up with just green beans. But when we moved to Kentucky, we started having green beans that were like cooked, for a long time, and really good like bacon and things like that. Or I also got introduced to casserole, and who doesn't love a green bean casserole?
Right. It's funny. I didn't have a green bean casserole until recently, and we always did just plain green beans on Thanksgiving as well. So now I love them both as well. It's honestly great to have it all.
I need them both at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, speaking of Thanksgiving and being thankful, we are very thankful for our sponsors, New Washington State Bank and Cutter Woodwork.
like richer. It's going to give a deeper flavor and definitely kind of, hit all the holiday notes.
Absolutely. Well, that looks delicious and smells delicious. So then what do you do with the cranberries? Do you just pop them in there, or do you have to puree them or blend them, or what do you do with that?
Well, luckily, they are going to cook really well all by themselves, and they're going to break down as they cook.
Yep.
So while I've got this in here, I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper blend.
Okay.
And I have some dry mustard.
Oh, okay.
You could use a wet mustard too, but I really do like dry mustard. Dry mustard is so good for a lot of things. It actually is an emulsifier. It helps thicken your sauce because it's so dry. It absorbs extra, liquid. So we got this. Whoopsie.
Oh, that's all right. It happened. You know what? Cooking is not clean at all.
This is why I work with children.
Yeah. They probably enjoy the mess. I'm sure they make plenty of messes in the kitchen.
They sure do. I'm going to deglaze this pan with about 1.5 cups of chicken broth or stock. I'm reserving some of that. And then once I get all this nice flavor that's kind of built up on the bottom and sides of the pan, then I'm going to add my cranberries and I'm just going to let it cook.
Delicious.
And
All right. Well,
over to my meatballs.
Love it. Well, while it cooks, let's hear a word from our sponsors, Cutter Woodworking. We always want to thank them and are so happy to have them here. So Cutter Woodworking, thank you.
Here at Cutter Woodworking, I'm a CNC programmer and operator. So my previous job, I had a pretty long drive, about an 1.5 hour drive from home, and I just wasn't happy there. So I decided I would come to Cutter's. It was closer to home. I heard some good things about it, so I decided to come in, put an application in, and now I am super happy that I did, and I'm thankful that I did. I enjoy my time here. It's a great place to work. Here we have great benefits. It's family-owned business. They're always out and about. There's tons of job opportunities out there. There's plenty of opportunities to be able to move up. If you prefer a different job, or maybe you like something better, there's always some openings here and there that could better yourself, better your future here, and also better the company. Anybody out there that's searching or thinking about putting in a job application, or even just coming in and checking out the place, I highly recommend it. I don't think you would ever be disappointed. I think you would actually be pretty happy with the decision, a year down the road or 5 years down the road. I don't think you would ever look back. I know I sure haven't.
Welcome back to Extol Live. We are joined now by Annie Beatty, the owner of Raven's Roost Boutique in New Albany. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Great. It's so good to have you. We thank you. I've been in Raven's Roost before, and it's a very cool, authentic store.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that the vibe? Obviously, that's the vibe you're looking for.
Yeah, we have a very unique vibe in the store. The building is absolutely incredible. We've moved. This is our 3rd location in just over a year.
Okay.
So it's been a lot. It's been a little bit of a struggle to find a place where we can really nestle in and make it our own.
Well, I think the storefront that you have right now really fits. It fits the vibe very well, and it gives you all that authenticity that that you're looking for. So, how did you get started with Raven's Roost? I saw that it says for witches by witches. Are you a witch?
Yes, absolutely.
Love it.
So we started, oh my gosh, it's such a crazy story. We started just on Etsy. We started as a very, very small business. I started with my mom and my aunt. Now it's just me, but when we started, we had $400. We bought some product, we started selling it, and we just kept going, reinvesting, and eventually I started the storefront on Market Street next to the farmer's market, and it's been snowballing since then. Every time we moved, we've tripled our space, and our customers, they are just so amazing. The community that we've built is just absolutely incredible. So,
well, that is fantastic. So when did you start? How long have you all been? We've
been open just over a year.
Okay. So that's the storefront.
Yes, the storefront. Yeah.
Wow. So you've grown already 3 times. That's incredible.
Yeah.
That it got to building. So I'm still curious though, what does it mean to be a witch?
So being a witch, it's there are so many different types of witches. I know a lot of people will think of, they immediately think of like the occult. They think of like spirit boards and the Hollywood like version of what a witch is. That's absolutely not the case. Most of the witches that I know are, they work with a lot of light energy. It's all about working with the universe and Mother Earth. And it's very I'm sorry, my words are escaping me. But
That's okay.
It is just love, love and light.
Awesome. Okay, I saw 2 on your witch that you guys do how to be a witch classes.
Yes.
Do you have more of those? Or?
Yes. So we are doing a year-long Witch Mint series. So it's every other Saturday at 4:00. There's been, I think, 4 classes now. So it'll just keep going for an entire year, and then we'll just restart.
Awesome. Okay, very cool. Well, it sounds like it's something that I need to check out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, awesome. Okay, so we've got your story, how you got started. Now, what kind of products do you sell there?
Oh my gosh, we have so many amazing things.
Let's say which 2? I want you to stand up and show off your dress. We were talking about that earlier.
We do
Let's get a shot of this.
Sell a lot of clothing. This is one of the dresses that we sell, and it's got pockets. Really big, nice pockets.
Key selling point, ladies. We love a skirt or a dress with pockets in it. That is for sure.
This is one of the skirts we sell as well. This is a top that was specifically for Halloween. It's something I'll wear all year round. But
of course.
This one also has pockets.
Love it.
So we do sell a lot of clothing, but we sell one of the things that I really wanted to have in the store was works from local makers and artists. Okay. So this is one of my newest consigners. This is an adorable little familiar little thing that you can put on your altar, and it's totally I don't know what's in it, but it like bends.
It's one of those, like
you want, and he's so soft and so sweet. So this is
say what is it?
They are Lucian and Wellis.
Okay.
They can be found on Instagram. They also have the most amazing besoms and brooms.
Wow, that is soft.
They are. Oh my gosh, I love them. This is another piece. This is one of my very first consigners when we first started. Okay. This is Recovery Rocks. So he does all of his wands from driftwood that he finds on the riverfront, and he adds little stones to all of them, and he also does a lot of jewelry.
Pretty.
And then
now, can anybody get a wand, or do you have to be?
Anybody can.
Okay. I didn't know. Guys, I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah. So a wand is just specifically used to direct energy. It's mostly used in rituals, so a lot of ritual magic.
Okay.
But really, when you pick out a wand, it's just the one that you're drawn to, the one that you feel comfortable holding.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
We also have this is a little altar broom. So as witches, we call them besoms. Mm-hmm. So a besom is specifically used for clearing away energy, sweeping energy, something that you do in ritual magic. Before, like during circle. And this is one of my favorite consigners. I should have wrote down their name. I've completely forgot, but I'll send it to you
happens.
So that you can put it out.
We'll make sure it gets in.
I have about 50 consigners, so it's really difficult to
well, that's a good thing,
everyone.
right, too? Yeah.
Yes, so this is another, this is Cat and Owl Alchemy. She makes these absolutely beautiful soaps, and they smell amazing.
Can you get close on that, Colin?
She also does our sound baths. So she brings this huge table full of sound bowls, and we meditate with them. It's one of the most incredible things I've ever heard. It's amazing.
Now, do you all do meditations like open for the public? Or?
We do meditations every new moon. So we had one last night. And then another thing that I was really excited about was when I found how to get indie tarot decks. So we've got quite a few. This is one of them. And then this is another one. So I've got probably over 100 tarot decks at the store.
Okay.
It's something that I am personally very passionate about. I've got way too many tarot decks. I've told my employee that she needs to stop me from taking any more. But these are self-published, so these are straight from the artist.
Okay.
Something that I love being able to offer that to people where they wouldn't normally be able to find these sort of things.
Right. So explain to me exactly what is a tarot deck. I know there's tarot cards and you can get them read, and you do readings at your store too,
yes,
correct?
I do them,
so go check that out.
Friday and Saturdays. They can be scheduled on my website.
Okay.
So the tarot is a form of divination. It's people would refer to it as like a fortune telling device.
Okay.
I use tarot as a tool just to unlock. Really what I specifically use it for is to unlock things that somebody already knows about themselves.
Okay.
So they can come in and they can ask questions about relationships, work, any sort of thing. And it's just a way for us to ask the universe to kind of help us give them direction and where they need to go next.
Okay, very interesting. So, do you charge for a tarot reading?
I charge $10 for 10 minutes. So I do a short little reading. Anything more than that would be so exhausting.
Right. Yeah. Right. Because you've got to really channel in, in your inner self.
Yeah,
I get
absolutely.
that. I get that. Well, that's awesome, man. I think I need to come over and have you read for me.
Oh, I wanted to mention.
Go ahead. Yeah.
This is a jewel. This is Heckus Creative. So she actually owns Pale Moon Tattoo.
Okay.
On, I believe that's on Charlestown Road.
Okay.
She hand makes all of her jewelry. So of this is all piece by piece. She puts it all together. I'm also wearing her earrings, and my mannequin is also wearing her jewelry.
Okay.
I have so much of her jewelry at this point. I just love it.
Well, that's great. It's beautiful pieces and lots of fun stuff here. So we'll definitely, I'll definitely want to come over there and see some more. I've been in your store before, so I know that it's a very cool place. But check out Raven's Roost on Main Street in New Albany. It's a fabulous place, very cool. And, speaking of the community, we want to thank the Arts Alliance of New Albany for being such a good partner in the community and really reaching out with an open hand always.
When I first got involved with the Arts Alliance, I'll tell you, I knew nothing about it, and I was contacted and asked if I would donate a Christmas tree for an event that was being done. And then I started learning about it, and I found out where the goals and where they wanted to take the Arts Alliance was. And I said, I think this is an organization I want to be a part of. So that's when we started Art on the Move. We got a van donated, and we were able to suddenly start taking art back into the schools. Music, theater, arts. It seemed like there for a bit, every newspaper I picked up was about another local school organization that was cutting arts from their programming. Athletics were growing, but the arts were being cut, and it broke my heart to think about that. Not every student is an athlete. We need ways to express ourselves. And if 2020 taught us anything, it's that the arts is a great outlet for us. Looking outside this building that I'm standing in now, we look at the Monarch Educational Garden. It is amazing to me how beautiful this is. It's now a permanent presence in our community.
And we love to come over here, don't we, Elodie? Do the squirrels come and bury their acorns?
Yeah.
Yeah? And did you bury acorns for squirrels one day?
Yeah.
Yeah, what did they do? Did they dig them up?
Yeah.
And we came back and they were gone.
We make like our nightly walk. We have to stop here every night so that she can take a tour of the garden, smell all the flowers. It's just really a great benefit to have it so close to home, somewhere to visit. It's a quiet spot to sit and read a book. It's a really great spot.
So growing up, I think I was very lucky to have access to art. I had art in school where I went to school. I had parents who supported my love of my art. So I had access. And then growing up, when you realize that not everyone has access, not all schools have an arts program. Arts are the first things that are cut out of school programs. So when you realize that kids don't have access to arts, don't have access to materials, it's heartbreaking if you think about if I didn't have a way to express myself, and the Arts Alliance of Southern Indiana being able to provide materials for kids, access for kids, for all of us to be able to express ourselves is super important. To have an organization that is providing that for kids, for all of us, is really, really important.
What I love most about being the programming director is when I actually get to be on site and I see that connection with an individual happen between them and art. And that really just solidifies why I do this every day. And when you see that magic moment happening of art being special to someone, whether it be raising their making them feel better about themselves because they could draw something they didn't know they could draw, whether it be picking up an instrument and being able to guide them to the right person to take those lessons from. It's just making all those connections, and when I see it happen right in front of me, there's nothing better than that. There's always going to be that individual out there, and to me personally, that kiddo out there that might need a little extra boost. They might need to know that they can do art. Whatever facet that might be, they can do some form of it. And that can do amazing things. That can raise their self-esteem. That can change the trajectory of where their life is going to go. And where they can pour all that energy into throughout their life is a positive place to go.
You can help, big or small. We have nearly 50 little free libraries around this community in Clark, Floyd, and Harrison County. You can donate books. You can donate $20, and we can buy art supplies or non-perishable food items that we can put into those little free libraries. So people walking by that might not otherwise have access can get art supplies, books. You can make a difference. If you want to help us continue arts in our community, in our schools, in nursing homes, in assisted living, you can make that donation and help us bring performances into these facilities. We can change, better, improve, make this community what we want it to be, and I feel like the Arts Alliance gives us that opportunity in all of the corners of this community.
Welcome back to Extol Live. We're now ready to work out before we head to the kitchen to eat what Chef Liz has in store because it smells fabulous in here. It smells really good. So let's burn some stuff off. I know you're sore. I'm sore too from our workouts today.
I did a workout that they named, you know how they name workouts after women? Mm-hmm. Karen. Very appropriate.
That's how it was?
She asked to speak to the manager. She wouldn't pay her bill. It was that bad. It was terrible.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
didn't leave
anyway,
a tip either?
Didn't leave a tip.
Man, that sounds like not a very nice girl, but that's the typical nickname Karen, if you don't know that little internet meme.
Yeah, it's bad. So since you're clearly not dressed appropriately,
I'm
I
in
thought
skirt
about
and heels.
how do you work out when you're at work?
Right.
Dressed professionally, you're sitting at a desk all day, right?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes I just want to get up and stretch.
Get up and move, do some stretch.
Oh. And we've got to get your microphone as well so you can hear. Can we hear better now? Yeah, okay. Great.
So I thought about how would you maybe get some movement in, right? Mm-hmm. So I have these wonderful bands. I got one for you, one for me. So you take
Let's see.
This is going to work with the heels.
We're going to find out. We're going to find out.
Obviously, if you've got maybe 15, 20 minutes between a meeting, you don't want to get super sweaty. No. But you need to move. You need to stretch those muscles because you've been sitting all day. So let's just take the bands. We're going to start at the top and work our way down.
Okay.
So you can do a couple of these. Hold it about, foot apart. Okay. And just stretch it out like that.
Stretch it out. So we both probably have pretty long wingspans. We've got to step out, but.
So do some of those. You can flip it under like this. Okay. So you're underhanded, same
Palms
thing. I like that.
Okay. Yeah, good.
Right? You pull your arms in, get those elbows attached to your side right
Honestly,
there.
Feels good. I don't want to stop.
Feels pretty good. Like that. Right?
Oh, yeah. I feel that.
Get some stretches. So you're not going to work up too much of a sweat, but you'll get your muscles kind of activated, especially if you're standing in heels, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Lots of things we can do. Lots of things with this. If I don't have my cord, I'll put this around my back.
All right.
And we're going to do some chest,
Okay.
some push. Push it right out like
It's like
that.
push-ups. What do you put it between your thumb like
right
that?
there. I just put it right between
I'm
my
gonna
thumb.
smack
Put it
myself
in your
with
hands,
this.
whatever you want. Whatever's the most comfortable.
Yeah.
Like that.
Ooh,
Right.
that's good. It's
And
working.
as always, you want to kind of keep your back straight and keep that core engaged, right? So
Yeah,
you're
standing up.
constantly-
It's hard to keep it all locked
Right.
with in heels, but hey, I think that adds to the workout.
Right, and then these are kind of the lightest bands you can get. I brought a couple of them. I'm
Yeah.
not going to do it because I'm that sore.
Yeah. Purple one matching your shirt.
A little different resistance. So this is be a little bit harder, but you can take them down here, step on them a little bit. I'll do this one.
I'll say I don't even know if I could step in these heels, but
Yeah, you can do it. Don't
we
you
could
ever
try
say
it.
you can't.
That's
So
a good
here we go. I'm
point.
just gonna
Never
step
say
on
never.
it right there
Okay.
and just do some curls, right?
Okay. Oh yeah, look at that.
Right. Just keep your back straight up. Keep your core tight.
I got to get in the right position.
Right.
And these heels, it's throwing me off. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I
the
feel it. I
heels
like
would
it.
throw me off too. So there's all different kinds of things you can do with. I mean, you're not going to get down on the ground.
No.
In
Not
the
in this
outfit.
outfit.
We don't want to, with the skirt and all that. So
Mhm.
just kind of things standing. I'm not going to use this heavy one, but shoulder stuff, you can stand in it like this. Let's stand in it both.
Okay.
Put them underneath those toes right there.
Okay. I'm trying to make
Lift
sure it
this thing all
doesn't
the
pop
way
up
up.
and smack me because that would happen.
I'm going to do like this straight up, shoulder press, right?
Oh,
You
yeah.
can bring it up, bring it down behind your back like that,
All right, let's see.
right?
It's harder than you think it is.
That's harder. There's some resistance there, right?
Yeah.
So
Man,
tons of different
y'all gotta
things.
try this. Yeah. Where can
It's
you get these
amazing.
bands?
You can get these any kind of sporting goods store.
Yeah. Okay.
Things even the back, like the triceps, right?
Right? I don't know if I can go all the way behind me because of these heels,
Yeah,
but
the heels are always a problem.
they are. Yeah, you don't know that pain, all right? You don't know what it's like.
Yeah. So, there's always I kind of feel like, especially, and
Use the bands at your own risk.
right. Oh, you'll put an eye out.
Yeah.
A lot of times I'm sitting there, I'm kind of hunched over a lot
Mm-hmm.
on the computer.
I'm guilty of that. Driving,
And
computer.
if you just got like 10 minutes to get up and do a little
Move.
movement, obviously I don't want to get a big sweat going on it at
Right.
work, but kind of keep everything engaged,
Mm-hmm.
keep yourself moving. So
Right. Well, that's good. It's a little warm in here, of course,
It's a
but
little warm in here.
I kind of got a little broke a little bit of a
And you
sweat
can
there for a second.
Keep some bands, they'll fold up, stick in a desk drawer right there, and you're
Right.
good to go. So
It's great. Honestly, if we had an office or if I had a desk, I would be doing that.
you should be doing that.
Exactly. But luckily here at Extol, we have a great office space and we work very collaboratively all together.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's a great space. Well, speaking of Extol, we are coming up next. We will talk to President and CEO Angie Fenton. But first, a word from our sponsors. We will always want to thank them, Cutter Woodworking and New Washington State Bank. Hello, and we are not 100% ready yet. No, right. I'm still taking a deep breath from that workout. Angie's coming in here. She's enjoying her day
Addie,
off today.
You just made me lazy. You're doing a spectacular job, and I was watching. In all truth, I was watching you, and then talking with our guest Annie.
Yeah, well, that's great.
So-
Obviously, things are going well. I appreciate that compliment, but it's all because of what you've built here at Extol. You know that.
It's, Eddie, it's really funny. I will get this, and you think this is my first time using a microphone. And my
No.
good back there director, Jason Applegate, he just threw his hands in the air.
He
the-
said it is what
The
it is.
truth is, all of what we're doing and what we are looking to do is because of you, because of the Extol team, because of Chef Liz and community members, guests like Annie, people who have continued to support us from the very beginning. I brought this, and this is our very first issue of Extol.
And that's February of 2015.
Ben Pine allowed us to visit his home. That was probably one of my most favorite stories that we've ever actually done, being Ben Pine. And Ben, of course, is chief meteorologist at WHS 11. But
are you standing in his back? Is he standing in his backyard there?
I mean,
wow.
it's a part of his property
Wow.
that's there in southern Indiana.
Wow.
But it's hard to imagine that Jason and I started this on a napkin, and then here we are.
I was just gonna say, tell us the story. Where did this? I know it was you and Jason, and you wanted to represent Southern Indiana. So tell us the story. How did Extol come to be?
Well, I met Jason on TV. Actually, right in this space, literally right in this space. Some people know this story already. Jason was married before, and his late wife was diagnosed with lymphoma and passed within 6 months of diagnosis. And Jason was working for a billboard and marketing company, and they were getting ready to send him out of state. And, going through such a traumatic life experience and grief, John Neese, always going to be thankful to John for this, reached out and said, hey, let's go into business together. And they, along with another partner, opened Southern Indiana Paint Supplies. So this used to be a paint store. And it also had, it was beautiful interior design and cabinetry. And I have to just act this out. So I walk in as, the reporter. Just one day I come to New Albany because I live in Louisville. I went across the river, and I walk in, and there's like this table, and there's all this food. And I was just like, and the photographer I was working with is Phil Dunaway. And I was like, who else is here? Because you've been studying. You want to know like exactly who your guests are, prepare. And Jason said, I did this for you guys. And so he'd made breakfast for us.
Wow.
So it wasn't until a couple of weeks later that we went out on our first date. And when he called me, I actually thought there was something wrong with the TV remote, that I'd done something. But really, he said, no, I was actually calling you to ask you to dinner. And I was like, and I didn't want to date, so I didn't answer him for 24 hours. But we ended up going on our first date, and we've been together ever since. But when I moved over here, one of the things that I wanted was a magazine that told me about Southern Indiana, because Southern Indiana, we have a relationship with Metro Louisville for sure. We're part of that, but we are our own entity over here. And so when we couldn't find that magazine, we sat down at Tucker's on State Street in New Albany and mapped out on a napkin what extol, which means to celebrate. How would we celebrate Southern Indiana? And there it was. And so we did it. And we did that. And I also have to say, we had two investors, Vitor Bueno and John Neese, who were our very first investors. Jason and I are now the sole owners of Extol, but had it not been for their belief in what we were dreaming, we wouldn't be here.
That is fantastic. Jason, you ladies man back there, he ended up, she played hard to get, but he ended up getting her, I guess.
I will tell you though, one of the best parts about that is the fact that he called me on the phone, because Addie,
it's a lost art.
I am old enough to be your mama. So there was a time when people used to call on the phone, or
I love a phone call.
Ask in person, which I appreciate about you. You're kind of an older soul with that. Didn't send me a message on Facebook, didn't Snapchat, didn't text me, but literally picked up the phone. And for the most part, we work together, we have a child together, we live together. So, that's a lot of together. But for the most part, he still opens my car door. And even when he's mad at me, he may slam it shut, but he at least opened it.
Making sure your fingers are out of the way first, right?
He does. He does.
Well, that is great. Romance is not dead, and neither is chivalry. So back to Extol, though. So now you're more than a magazine. It's more, obviously, we're here doing this show today. Obviously, you do more video content. I guess it's a we, as our whole team here. It is a we. So how did that come to be now that it's transitioned into more video?
Well, first, I want to just put the emphasis on the we. We are a team, and you are a big part of that team. Behind the cameras, we have Fred, we have Colin, we have JD, we have Jason. We have Mila. We just have we have Julie. our new sales manager, Laura. We've just got a number of people who collectively are we have some people who are freelance contractors as well, who help make sure that this magazine continues, because that's the heart of who we are, but that's the least of what we do. It means a lot to us, but we turned into, I'm gonna have to go through this, so we produce a bi-monthly magazine. We are doing our weekly live streaming show. We are a marketing, promotions, public relations, sometimes event execution, social media management. And starting tomorrow, we've had sneak peeks, but starting tomorrow, we also produce a local lifestyle, Southern Indiana focused television show. And really what happened is talented people like yourself joining our team, and also taking a look at what else can we do beyond a magazine to help not only give a voice and a platform to our advertising partners, which is important, but to our community in general. How can we help elevate and inspire and, I mean, just bring some joy? We're not the hard news. We have a huge respect for our news partners, WDRB and all the other local stations, News and Tribune, Corridon Democrat, but we are a lifestyle publication, and I would say other avenues of sharing what Southern Indiana is and what makes it so special.
That's really what I love most about, well, especially being someone that's from Louisville and coming over here to Southern Indiana. You won't explode if you cross the bridge. I promise people, you won't blow up. You come on over here. It's great. I really enjoy it over here. And I know there's so many great things to show off in Southern Indiana. And I love that you and Jason have decided to give a voice to all the small places over here and all the people over here, because it's a great community and it's a great place to be.
It is, and it's small places, but also some really big things that are happening over here that sometimes I feel like we, and by we, I mean Southern Indiana, we keep to ourselves. Like, we want to help spread the word, but also on occasion we just want to be there to make people smile, to give people hope, or to just for a moment of reprieve from all that's happening. I do have to tell you though, Chef Liz is in the kitchen creating an amazing Thanksgiving inspired dish, and you said you won't explode coming across the bridge. I did think you would explode coming across the bridge at one point. I had an out-of-body panic attack, like out of body.
It happens.
And once I met Jason, we woke up on a Thanksgiving morning, and this has been years now. And I just said, today's the day. I am going to conquer that. And I don't know, I'm going to have to do the math. 1, 2, 3, 4.
He's back there
like,
closing his eyes.
We drove, 12, 13, whatever the math would be, times back and forth over the bridge, or I drove to finally conquer that fear. And it wasn't a fear of Indiana. It was for some reason, the bridge. And so now I drive it like a boss. So.
Right. I understand. I've had that fear before as well. And I'm sure you did that 12 back in time, back and forth before the toll. Because nobody wants to pay that toll just going back and forth. You'd have to go across the 2nd Street or the Sherman Mitten or something like that.
Yes.
But yes, it's wonderful over here. And that's what I always tell all of my friends and family. I'm like, time to come check it out. Louisville's great and we love Louisville as well, but Southern Indiana has so much to offer as well. So with Extol though, where do you see it in 5-10 years down the road? What would you like it to be?
Honestly, right now, I think we're so focused on the now, but also looking at some things in the future that, can I even say to you that I can't share right now? Oh, that's what I always,
crazy.
I know,
yeah,
right? That makes me a terrible guest.
We're a team.
It makes me a terrible guest. No, there are some things that I envision, but for right now, tomorrow morning, I'm so excited to see if we're all in pajamas or not. But our new show, This Is So In, debuting 7:30 in the morning. Grab your coffee and watch WBKI, the CW. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that show. I'm very grateful to Movement Mortgage, which is one of the sponsored advertising partners on that show, and New Washington State Bank. I'm proud of the work that you did Can't wait
you.
to show Addie on there. There's a great story that Dave Miller and his wife Stacy shared with us. But I'm proud of the behind the scenes of our team, and I think it's only the beginning. And so tomorrow I'm bringing the hankies because I know I'll give you the warning. I mean, it'll be a little moment to think we went from this to a viable company that I was able to in February. I mean, it was terrifying because financially walking away, but I walked away from a television career at a place that I'd loved and had been with for over 9 years to go full time into Extol because we knew we could not grow if I didn't leave. And in the midst of a pandemic, leaving a full-time sure thing and financially, I mean, that was hard. That was really, really hard. But to see, we saw a dream. You and all of our other team members have supported us in growing, and it's ours and ours. And I always say that to you all. It's not mine. It's not Jason's. It's ours. And then all of the different partners who have supported us along the way. I think tomorrow will be a little emotional.
Okay. Well, I'm very excited. In just a moment, we're going to check out a sneak peek.
Kind of a sneak peek.
Kind of a sneak peek, kind of, just to let you know, but you should definitely tune in. But we want to thank you for all of your hard work and everyone on our whole team. I know I speak for them when you and Jason are both incredible and all of the work you do. And you've built this beautiful platform that can only go up from here. I just know it. And I'm so lucky to be a part of it. So happy to be here. So just want to thank you.
Well, Addie, we feel the same way about you. And I posted on our Facebook page. If you're watching right now, we're on Facebook and YouTube and all the other channels that we're going live to right now. But I posted hosting like a boss, and I mean it. So
you're too sweet.
Friday mornings, you're gonna have to catch me. I'll be running in late again, going, wait, what? Yeah, it's your gig.
We'll see. No, I need Andrea to help me out. She's a vital part. We're all vital parts. So we thank you.
But I'll see you in the morning.
That's right. We will be here. I'm planning on wearing pajamas. Everybody better have their PJs on. I broke out my good PJs.
I do not think that is going to be an issue.
Okay, good. I know. I'm getting up early, driving over from Louisville, and so I will be in my PJs, comfy and cozy, ready to go.
I love it.
Great. Well, let's get a little sneak preview first of This Is So In. Airs on WDRB's sister station, WBKI, 7:30 a.m. on Saturday mornings.
What is Southern Indiana?
What defines Southern Indiana? Community.
The people.
Rejuvenation. Local businesses.
Sports.
Animals and people. Small town. Culture. Community.
Great place to own a business.
People.
Tight-knit community.
Tradition.
Friends.
Neighborhood gatherings.
Food is awesome.
Southern Indiana is home.
Watch This Is So In Saturday mornings at 7:30 on WBKI, the CW.
Good. We want to thank, here, I got to get out of the way because it's hot in here. We're cooking. It's coming out. Oh, man. Can't wait for you guys to see this lovely dish that Chef Liz has cooked up for us today. All we're missing is the mashed potatoes and the green beans we were talking about. So tell us what else goes into these meatballs. I'm not sure if we heard it earlier. We had a little technical difficulties going on at the beginning. So here you go, Annie. You can take that. That's completely fine.
In our turkey meatballs, we have sage, parsley. We have we have some farm fresh eggs. We have the bread. We have some chicken, or you can use also like some turkey broth if you'd like. Onions, garlic, salt and pepper. And in our barbecue sauce, we did a lot of that on camera. But one thing that we did add was some vinegar, and I use balsamic vinegar, but you could use a balsamic or a cider vinegar or anything like that. So I'm just throwing some of these guys in here.
It all looks delicious. It smells delicious. And we are coming in here. Let's see. So you just mix it all up in there and they're ready to go, or do they need to marinate?
Well, go ahead and see.
Con, you getting that close up of there?
Yeah.
So now is it ready to go?
So for TV purposes, yeah, it can be.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. You want to give it a try with me, Annie, over here? All right. Well, we're both going to serve it up in here. I'm going to grab
that's one thing that we do need.
And I think we'll just give it a little try here on camera, huh? What do you think?
Sure thing.
Yes?
It looks amazing.
All right. I'm ready to try it as well.
It wouldn't be, I know, but it wouldn't be a dish
Oh,
If
of
we
course. You
didn't,
got to make it look pretty. You
just
always
add.
make
You
everything.
gotta. Add a little bit more fresh sage.
Awesome.
And pretty little garnish on top. Why not?
Look at that. Colin, you get a
There you
close up of this
go.
right here. There we go.
And then I'll squeeze right around.
Oh, yeah.
Annie, I've got
There
one
we
coming
go.
up.
That looks delicious. And I love the smell of sage as well. It smells so, for some reason, I think it smells clean.
It does.
I love the smell of it. Does smell clean. I wonder why, Annie.
It does, yeah. Why is that? Is that some sort of thing that I'm missing out on?
Sage is a cleanser. You can burn it to cleanse your space.
So is this, so do you do it dried or is it like?
Okay. You dry it and then you can either just burn it on like a little charcoal piece, or you can make a wand with it and burn it that way.
Yeah, you can keep it in your car and burn it every single time you leave a meeting that you really.
Well, I totally get it. So do you? Obviously, it's incense and sage and all of that is all things that you have.
Yes,
at Raven's Roost,
absolutely.
correct.
Yep.
Love, awesome. So what else do you do? You just literally light it on fire?
Yeah, you light it and then you let it the fire burn out and then it just smokes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. I'm learning all kinds of things today.
Yes.
That's what happens on my
I think
TV.
Liz is actually a kitchen witch.
Oh, is that a thing? Is there
Yes,
different witches?
absolutely. Yeah.
Again, I'm learning all kinds of things today. This is so cool. I don't know. Great. Well, Liz, are you not going to try this either? Do you not eat your own dishes?
Oh, I do eat my own dishes.
You have to.
Yeah, here. Come on.
I've been.
I'll throw
trying
you
all
one
along.
this way. So you want to grab one?
Yeah. I'll just
All right. Here we go. Let's see what it tastes like. Is it hot?
I bet it is.
But not that hot. A little tart, just kind of like a barbecue sauce. But
Oh my gosh.
I love cranberry. Cranberry already has like that tartness, that brightness,
but it still is a little sweet too.
and it's turkey, so it's low in fat, and you can eat as many as you want. I think.
Oh my gosh, this is so good.
I know. Every time you make something last week after we were finished with the show, I say, "What did you make last week?" I can't even remember, but it was.
What did I make last week?
Oh, it was
Oh,
the
we made
pumpkin cinnamon roll.
Yes.
Oh.
And we are
Like
making,
when I tell you, I took one bite and I stopped and I looked at her and I was like, "You're kidding, right? You're kidding."
Well, we are making those in class this month at Mesa Kids. We have so many amazing cooking classes, baking classes, decorating, all kinds of stuff going on throughout the holidays.
That's right. We want to talk about the farmers market as well. You said the winter hours are coming up here soon.
Yes, actually, winter hours start this week. So don't get up at 6 a.m. to get there on time, get in line. We are going to be open from 10 until 12 every Saturday from here until the new season starts in May.
Okay.
And then we're really excited because this Wednesday night, we're starting our holiday market. It's an open air market. It's right in the pavilion. And when I drove by yesterday, all of the lights were up and it just looks so gorgeous. But every Wednesday night, starting this coming up Wednesday, the 10th of November, going until December 23rd from 6 to 8 p.m. It's focused on gift giving, a lot of fun holiday stuff. We're inviting our downtown businesses to come with Spotlight, just like we do during the summer. We'll have some food trucks, some music, and the Lions Club will actually be bringing Christmas trees. They're one of our community partners again this year.
Awesome. Okay, so as we've said before, it's the best time to shop local this year because of all of the shipping and all of that craziness that's been going on
Every year.
recently. So, but yeah, she's right. Every year is the best year to shop local, but especially this year. So come out and check it out. That sounds wonderful. And Mesa Kids, you offer gift cards and everything else.
Yes, we do gift cards. And you'll actually find Mesa Kids out at the holiday market and our Saturday market from time to time throughout the holidays, because we are doing a holiday dinner box that we're working. So we're going to be doing a drive for the holidays.
Awesome.
So you'll see us out there.
Awesome. So come and check that out. And then when is Raven's Roost open? Because we would like to let our viewers know when they can come check it out for you as well.
We're open Tuesday.
I'll have you hold that up. Just
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Tuesday through Friday from noon to 6, and then on Saturdays it's 11 to 6.
Awesome. So check out Raven's Roost on Main Street. That's
Street.
now the home.
Yep.
Let's say I know you said you've moved a couple of times.
Yep,
but
right next to the Exchange and Floyd County Brewing Company.
Awesome. Just right down the road from us. Yep. Now, I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful weekend. I really want to continue eating these meatballs, so we're going to have to let you all go. So before we close out, though, we would love to show you our Furry Friday from the new Albany Animal Shelter just down the road from us. So check out what they've got going on down there, and hopefully you can adopt, if you can find it in your heart to get some more animals from down there. I'm a little tongue-tied here right now. I'm ready to go. It's Friday.
Yes.
Have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you next week at 11 a.m. right here on our Facebook page. Have a great weekend.
Here at the New Albany-Floyd County Animal Shelter, you can come in and adopt an animal, but it's best to go ahead and fill out an application online. It makes the process so much more speedier, and then you can come in and visit with the animal. We have quality time that we're able to allocate and spend time with you and make the match perfect. And then you can come in, enjoy your time with the pet. The staff has an opportunity to tell you what they feel about the pet, how they experience the pet, and it's a wonderful experience all the way around. It really gives a personal service to adopting an animal. And if you're making a lifelong commitment like this, you need that personal service. You need to get to know the animal, and that's what we're here at the New Albany-Floyd County Animal Shelter trying to do.